Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to the channel. My name is Nikki. Let's get started on your reading. Take what you need, leave the rest. What is your message for today? All right. I hear a song in my head, Bump and Grind. I have the Devil. I have the Magician. I have the Ten of Swords. I got the Death card. I see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind. You know that song from back in the day. What's your message for today? Like I said, take what you need and leave the rest for others. The Queen of Swords, and I have the Queen of Pentacles. You know, this is a relationship where there seems like to be. We're starting with the Devil card. I feel like this is some stuff that you need to be over with. It's hurtful, yeah. You could have left a long time ago, but you stayed too long, and you realize this now. Okay. This is a learning experience for you. Just because they look good to you don't mean they're always good for you. All right. Just because the dang-a-line is good, the cooch is good, and they can get tight, whatever, wrap your ass tight like a glove, that doesn't mean like they are good for you. We're starting with the Devil card. They could have been very, very addicting. There could have been some energy around. I'm addicted to this person's energy. I'm addicted to the love. I'm addicted to the sex. I'm addicted to the whatever. And it's hard for me to leave. And they're a player. We got the Magician here. And they took you through a lot, a whole lot. If this relationship weighed so heavily on you, but you stayed because I don't even think that you really was in love with him or her. You didn't want to be alone. You had this fear of losing him or her to somebody else. And whatever it was they gave you, you decide to keep on taking it because it was so good to you. They looked good. They were handsome. And I think that you have now reflected on this and you realize, damn, I can't believe how much of a fool for love I was. Or, you know what I'm saying? We all been fooled when it comes to relationships, especially if the loving was good, if the loving was on point. You know, I feel like they said some things to you that sounded good. They knew what to say to you, how to say it to you. They knew how to give it to you in the bedroom, how to make love to your ears and everything else. But I feel like you have evolved. You have come full circle. This person had you hoodwinked and bamboozled when it came to the bedroom. It was like I can't get past this. I know I should let it go, but it's hard for me. I feel like you had an addiction to them, or they could have had an addiction to you, whatever. But it's like I don't want to let this go. I don't want to be alone because I feel like if I end this connection with this person, I'm never going to have intimacy or this kind of sex again. I'm just not. This relationship is over with. You've bared your soul, you've bared your all, but this person finally saw their true colors. Or you could have easily looked in the mirror and said, you know what, I'm done. I'm not going to have it anymore. I'm not going to go through this negativity. I may miss that person. I may miss that intimacy, but I got to think of me first. I'm better than this. I feel like this person weighed on you so heavily. There had to have been something to take place in your life when it came to this person that made you finally come to the conclusion that I deserve better. Maybe they had gold on the end of there, you know what. Okay, you could have stayed, you could have left, but you stayed. And I feel like you're thinking about that now over and over again inside your head. Why didn't I leave longer? Why did I stay so long? And you feel like you wasted a lot of time on this person. But this was a lesson for you to learn. This was a lesson for you to learn here, collective. Sometimes we stay much longer than we anticipated. Maybe the bumping and grinding was a little bit too good to you, the belly rubbing or however you want to refer to it. But if you just look up and just be thankful that you got out of that situation, like when you did, it was okay. Finally, you'll find that time to heal. You'll find that happy medium, and you will deserve what you deserve. You deserve better. You deserve the very best. When you know better, you do better. Okay, because we're starting off with some energy here that's saying, "Oh my gosh, how did I ever get involved with this person?" The mask finally came off. They showed you who they were the first time. It was just hard for you to believe them because you were blind. You were blinded by the bedroom activities. Okay, what was going down in the bedroom? But I finally feel like you finally saw your all, because that person was stretching themselves real thin in so many different directions. I just feel like they had a lot of lovers, they had a lot of other people, and they wore a lot of masks. I feel like they didn't make it a secret either that they were doing what they were doing out there in the street, or who they were hooking up with. It wasn't a secret though. But you finally became wise to what it was they were doing. You finally saw your light, your value, your worth. You just bared it off of this person. You kind of like you let it all hang out, and you felt comfortable around this person. They made you feel comfortable. They were very charismatic. They were very loving to you, attentive to your needs in the bedroom, but not other areas of your life. Very, very alluring. It's like they pulled you in. They knew how to talk that talk. They knew how to talk that talk, and they knew how to walk that walk. I just feel like you were addicted to them. What are your messages here? You just finally saw your value and your worth, and you were so pure. And they played a lot of games, though. This is a game. This is a game to me. The way I'm acting, responding, or posting to get your attention. And I wouldn't be surprised as you've tried to break it off with this person before, but they kept reeling you back in over and over and over again. And they're going to keep on contacting you because they know they're going to. If they feel like they can always come back because you always let them back in. You always open the door. You always let them inside you or on top of you or whatever. They're gonna every time you all decide to stop talking to them, they call you right back and they pull you back in. It could be 2 weeks, 2 months, whatever, 2 years. They can always get back up with you, hook back up with you because they know you'll let them in. They know you'll let them in. But it's time for you to let this go. And I feel like you have. You finally saw the light. There's something that took place. It could have been another person you met, or it could have been, you realize like, I call you and you don't come. I call you, I text you, you tell me you're going to come. I prepare for you, I cook dinner, and you don't come, you don't show up, I don't hear from you. Like that song, 7 whole days, not a word from you, 7 whole nights. Whatever that song is, Toni Braxton. I'll put that in the comments. But I'll also put in the comments another song by her. Maybe you love Toni Braxton. Maybe they love Toni Braxton. Just be a man about it. I'll put both of those songs, 7 whole days, and Just Be a Man About It in the comments. And this is what you feel like. Nothing compares to this person, okay? No matter how many people I've met and experienced, there's no one that compares to you. I mean, not in love, not in relationships, but in the bedroom. Okay, in the bedroom. That's the thing about it, though. Maybe it took a long time for you to. I just heard it took a long time for me to leave you, Lucille. I don't know. Maybe their name is Lucille, yours. Maybe your name is Kenny, theirs, Rogers, whatever. I just feel like you were addicted to this person in the bedroom. You're addicted to those bedroom skills. All right. But there's so much that you can do. You opened up yourself a lot to this person, and they help you. They help you open up to your bad side because I feel like you were open. This person showed you things that you have never saw before, made you feel ways in the bedroom that you never felt before. And for you, that was amazing because like, damn, there's a side to you I haven't seen. And I want to see you let loose and go wild. Let's have some fun. This person made you, because you were a good, and I'm not saying that you're not a good person, but you were pure. You were like, yeah, we could do this, we could do that, but they showed you some things about yourself that you never knew, that you always wanted, but they help you react to that intimacy that you were afraid to let. I don't know, you were afraid to let loose. You were afraid to open up. You were afraid to be that tigress in the bedroom or that panther in the bedroom, and they showed you like, damn, what the hell are you doing down there? What you doing? Hold on. Oh, they made it so much easier for you to just reciprocate this equal give and take in the bedroom. They made you feel some kind of way in the bedroom. It's like, oh my gosh, I can let loose with you. I can be free with you. I can do things to you, with you, that I never thought that I would only see in the movies, or I never thought that I was capable of doing. I can be vocal in the bedroom when it comes to you. I can say, do it this way, big mama, do it this way, big daddy, and you did it, okay? I'm open for anything and everything, but only with you. I'm going to see, they're going to contact you soon because they feel like anytime they'll come back, no matter how long they've been away, you're going to let them back in. They're going to contact you soon. But I feel like the reason why you stopped communicating with this person, whether you told them or not, you want to be sure. Is it true what I heard? I heard you were dating someone. Is it true? Please tell me it isn't. And I feel like that's ultimately why you stopped communicating, when you finally realized what your value was, what your truth was, that they weren't good for you, but they helped you open up to your wild side. They helped you turn into the vixen that you always were. Okay. But you never realized it until you hooked up with them. It was like, I just heard the way they I can't even say stuff. The way they slid into your energy field, it was amazing. It made you feel higher. It gave you some sort of high. So it was hard for you. It was like they were your sexual nirvana. They turned you on. And it was hard for you to let that go, but you had to, because I don't think that you were falling for them. Maybe you were, but at the same time, it was too much. It was too deep. You were in too deep, and you didn't know how to let that intimacy go. It was like you all were fired to each other. But ultimately, there was some sort of jealousy here, because what they were giving to you, they thought that, well, what they were giving to you, you knew that they were giving it to somebody else, and you couldn't stand it. Maybe y'all had an understanding that we would just be lovers, friends with benefits or whatever, but they couldn't stand it. Is it true? Are you with somebody else? I thought that we were kicking it, even though you possibly were on just a sexual level. You couldn't bear the thought that they were with somebody else in the same way and doing the same things to you that they were doing with somebody else. Yeah, I feel lost without you. Is it true? I heard you're dating somebody else. Is it true? I just want to know. Well, if you are, F you. And F you too, and y'all just stop talking to each other. But they kept coming back. This was something that happened often with them. Even if you didn't know whether or not they had anybody else, they just disappeared. They evaporated, but they always came back because they knew that you were going to keep it open for them, keep it hot and ready for them. Okay, they help you experience your wild side. I'm single. I'm single. I'm single right now. I'm not attached to anyone and not looking to get into a relationship at this time. Let's just do it. I don't want a relationship. You say you don't want a relationship, but that don't mean we can't comfort each other. We can't be there for each other. That's possibly how it all started. Okay. That's possibly where it all started. We want a relationship. I'm sorry. We don't want a relationship. We just want to kick it, enjoy each other's company, have some fun together. And that was hard for you to let go. But somebody wanted more at some point. We got tears. When I think about you, I cry. I don't know how you feel about the connection anymore. This person was unclear. You became unclear as to what this person wanted, even though it possibly started out as being just a tryst, just a roll in the hay for both of you all. But the more and more you spent together, the time, the more intimate you were with each other, I feel like somebody caught some feelings. Okay, but that's not how it was supposed to be. But the sex was on point. It was, in more ways than one. In more ways than one. Just be a man about it. If you don't want me, just be a man about it. Tell me what's going on. I think that it's an awful feeling when you connect with somebody, whether you're in a relationship or not, or if it's just sex, and you communicate. You try to call, they don't answer. You tell them. You leave them a message, they don't call, they don't return your calls. Or I can't stand it when somebody tell me that they're going to come over and they'll leave you hanging, or whatever the situation was. It makes you feel so bad. So you have no choice but to keep dealing with that jackass, or you move on with your life, one or the other. You deserve more than that. I'm finding myself. That's why you feel like you haven't heard from this person in a while. That's possibly the excuse. It was time I went within to find myself again. I need to figure out what I want out of life. I need space. And while they were living their life, doing their thing and hooking up, they need their space. They're just adding somebody else to them if in their life, in their bed. But we are attached to my ex. I'm attached to my ex emotionally, physically, and or spiritually. I need time and space to break this connection. They're finding themselves, but they're telling you that they're attached, that they are trying to fix something or end a connection with their ex, but they possibly went back to be with their ex. Okay. And that's all they do. Just gaslight you. I've been lying to you and gaslighting you. You weren't crazy. You were right. I just wasn't strong enough to admit it. Because they enjoyed your company as much as you enjoyed theirs. Okay. And look, you're my fantasy. You're my fantasy. I have pictures and videos of you, saved of you, and used them for inspiration. And I feel like this person turned you out. Turned you out. You they are your fantasy. I feel like they've made some dreams come true that you never knew you had, that you never knew existed, that you never knew the thunder that they put out. Nobody ever touched you the way they have in the bedroom. And it was like pow pow, bing bang, and all the other stuff. Okay. There she blows, however you want to put it. Okay. You hurt me. Everything that happened hurt me so much. I need more time to heal. This person possibly went through some issues with a relationship, and I just like they just lied. They just gaslit you, but they said those things to you because they knew that you would believe them. They told you what you wanted to hear, and you were obsessed. I think I'm obsessed with you. I think about you all the time. Stalk your socials. I hope I run into you when I'm out. Very, very obsessed. Because we did start with a devil card, Sometimes you just fall for somebody, but I honestly feel like it was just the sex that you were addicted to, that intimacy, that that banging the headboard and all the other kind of stuff. Your motel lover, okay, however you want to put it. So I just feel like hey, it happens. I just feel like there's something that you wanted, there's something that you needed, and it was hard to let that go. And at some point, when they came knocking, you came opening their door or answering their phone, late night booty calls, or whatever the situation called for, you were there. And hey, I understand. If it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, leave it for somebody else. Somebody was obsessed with somebody's bedroom activities. All right?